Just in case my mom hops on and she never mutes herself. So, okay, there's roots. This view's okay. What's up, Cam? Good, how are you? I was not. Me too. Okay, cool, thank you. Yeah. She was waiting for you. Now here, so I hopefully connect my. Hi, Mama. Make sure my phone is connected to this and not my iPad.
Yeah, short day for kindergartners.
Okay, short day.
Starts at 8:40, which means you gotta go like 8:15. You leave the house, get in line, drop them off, all this shit.
Yeah.
40 minutes before that, hell. It's done at 10:40.
You're like, why is going on? This is silly. Okay, zoomies. Hi, Susie? Can you hear me? Okay.
Cutie. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, yay.
Yay.
So happy you're here. Okay.
Thank you. Me too.
Here's Ruby's. Say hi, Ruby.
Hey,
It's
look
Susie.
at
You love her.
Let's see.
She's
Here's
beautiful.
little Ray Ray. Hi, Ray. Look at this. There's little Rubes.
She's a cutie.
Dog
Okay.
yoga.
Okay, yoga. Dog yoga. I'm putting on nudies. Nudie. Where's everyone at hers? Well, that's the dance floor for the middle of class when we bust out. It's for rubies. All right. Oh my gosh, You're fine. Maybe somebody will come in late, honestly. Very possible somebody will walk in like 1 or 2 minutes. Actually, I thought Christine was coming, and there's somebody out there looking at my car. Let me just see what that person. Oh no. They're breaking in. Maybe that's that person that always parks there. Oh yeah, okay. Okay. I take off my pants. I just decided the best way to dress is just like layers upon layers. Really comfortable all the time. Okay, guys. Sorry, I should have said 2 blocks today, actually. So who needs blocks? 2 blocks today. It's a 2-block day. 2 blocks. I would bring them to you, but weird mask weirdness. I don't know. Here. Oh, you got 1, Cassie? You need 1? Okay. 2 I might need. 12. Okay. Okay, friends. So 2-block day. Zoomies at home. If you have blocks, use blocks. If you have water bottles or books, use those. Okay. All right. So you're going to want your blocks just at the top of your mat somewhere. You'll be able to grab them when we're ready for them. And then if you want to sit on top of one to start with, feel free. Give your hips a little bit of space to open. So comfortable seats. we'll just get right to it. If you want to give yourself a little bit of movement, a little bit of stretching before you settle into stillness, go for it. So get your wiggles out, maybe roll your head around a little bit, roll your shoulders around. And then eventually just find stillness. So seated meditation. So take a moment to just become more present, more grounded. Close your eyes and just feel the connection of your sit bones to the ground or to your prop. So feel the ground underneath you, feel the space around you. Notice sounds, smells, textures. Notice sensation within you. So how does your body feel physically, energetically, and also emotionally? And then notice the rise and fall of your breath. Next time you inhale, very intentionally fill up as big as you can. And then hold at the top in fullness. Sip in a little bit extra. And then open mouth, sigh, let it go. Ah. Good. Do that a couple more times. So inhale, fill up. Take a moment to pause, to just feel this breath, this prana, this life force inside of you. And then when you're ready, sigh it out, let it go. Ah. One more time. So biggest inhale of your day, of your morning. Pause in fullness. See if you can even take an extra little sip. Get taller through your spine, take up more space. And then big sigh to release, let it go. Ah. Good, you guys. Ujjayi breath now. So in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. So take a moment to drop into your Ujjayi. Start to not only feel your breath as it flows through you, but hear it. So that gentle whisper noise, that oceanic sound. And then as you feel ready to move, take your breath with you and transition forward onto your hands and your knees. So tabletop position. And just like we very often do in my class, just explore some intuitive movement. So if you want to start with cat-cow, that's always a great place to begin. If you want to sit back into child's pose and just rest there, take a few breaths there, perfect. So anything goes. You can take big circles with your hips, move your hips from side to side. Perhaps you come all the way forward towards cobra, up dog. So finding that front body opener that feels really nice this morning. If you want to work into your wrists, your forearms, go for it. Turn your fingers out to the sides or even back towards your knees. Gently rock side to side, forward and back, around in little circles. So there's a million ways to explore from your hands and your knees. Just be creative, be intuitive. So feeling into your body from the inside. Feel your breath moving fluidly through you. See if you can start to reach the little spaces that have been ignored, that we've forgotten about. In your next few rounds, in your next 3 to 5 breaths, find your way back to downward facing dog. No rush. All right, once you're back in your down dog, do very much the same thing, just explore. So pedal out your heels, maybe shift your weight side to side, shake your head, yes or no. So in this first down dog of our practice, don't worry too much about getting your legs straight or your heels to the ground. Don't worry at all about that. Just focus on lengthening from your fingertips up to your sit bones. So spread your fingers really wide, almost like you're gripping the ground with the pads of your fingertips. Push the ground away. And then see if you can feel that invisible rope I always talk about. It's attached to your belly button. It's pulling up, it's tugging towards the top corner of the back wall. Feel that lift that comes from your center, that connection to center. And then big, spacious breaths. So each inhalation, you feel like you get lighter. You feel like you're almost being lifted up. You become buoyant. Each exhale, see if you can find navel to spine connection. So connect to your center, connect to your intrinsic strength. Make your breath just as important as the physical postures in this practice. Take one more great big in-breath into your down dog. And then as you exhale, just slowly walk your hands to the very back of your mat. Find yourself in your forward fold. So eventually all of your weight is in your feet. Bring your feet hips width distance apart or even a little bit wider for this first one. All of your toes face directly forward. Nice, Amber. And then maybe you grab opposite elbows for Ragdoll. Maybe you bring your hands behind your head, interlace your fingers at the base of your skull, give the back of your neck some traction. See if you can bring your weight forward slightly. So make sure you're not rocking back into your heels and locking out your knees. Little or even big bend in your knees, weight forward in your feet, and then lift your hips, your sit bones up as high as you can. Feel that invisible rope, even here, pulling straight up on your belly button. Relax your neck, soften your face. Maybe you sway a little bit or bob a little bit. Take one or two more big, spacious breaths. Imagine your breath moving up your spine, down the backs of your legs, softening the muscles there. Good work, friends. Next time you breathe in, halfway lift position. So get all the rounding out of your back spine, parallel to the earth. Exhale, bow and fold. Do that again, halfway lift. So top of your head extends and reaches forward. Top of your thighs press back, sit bones broaden. Exhale, fold, let it go. And then this time come through your halfway lift, rise all the way up to stand. Inhale, stretch your arms to the sky, gaze up. Hands to heart center, exhale. Flow with your breath for a moment. Inhale, high mountain, stretch, tall. Slow swan dive, down, forward fold. So traction out your spine, then release at the bottom, forward fold. Spinal extension, breathe in. So how much length can you create? Feel into it, breathe into it. Exhale, fold, bow. Feel your navel draw in and up towards your spine and use that connection to center, rise up. Inhale, arms to the sky, full body stretch. Exhale, hands to your heart. One more time, just like that. Inhale, high mountain. So like a moving meditation, follow your breath. Exhale, slow swan dive takes you down. Nice. Breathe in, spinal extension, Ardha Uttanasana. So back of your neck long, gaze down. Exhale, fold, let it go. Press into your feet, lead with your heart, rise back up. Inhale, arms to the sky, maybe gaze up. Hands to your heart center, exhale. All right, inhale, take your arms up. And then exhale, let's stretch our left side. So either right hand to right hip for a little more support. You can grab your left wrist with your right hand. You can interlace your fingers. So lots of options. Just really create space in your left side body, more weight in your left foot. And imagine you're trying to make a crescent moon shape with your body. So hips over towards the left as your upper body reaches towards the right side of the room. Yes, keep your left shoulder plugged in, so pull it back and down. Thanks, Kathy. Take one more great big breath. Breathe into your ribs, into your left waistline. Inhale, back to center, arms to the sky, realign, so neutralize. And then other side as you exhale, up and over, your variation. So lots of options. Your intention is to bring more length, more space into your right side now. So feel the space in between your right ribs. Breathe into it. More weight in your right foot, hips go right, and then reach towards the windows. Take one more round, one more huge breath. Inhale, back to center, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands behind your back. Either interlace your fingers or you can grab opposite elbows to modify. Roll your shoulders back and down. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards your spine. And then if you want more, press your palms together and steeple your index fingers towards the ground. Try not to lock out your elbows. So feel, just for yourself, a little bend in your elbows. Squeeze your elbows towards each other like they're magnetized, and then start to reach your hands back if it is available to you. So hands reach back away from your body, and then maybe add a little back bend. So lift through your heart, reach your knuckles down, hug in with your inner thighs and press your hips gently forward. Take one more big in breath. Keep your clasp. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Slow dive down, forward fold. Relax your neck at the bottom. Be here for about 2 or 3 rounds. So fingers are interlaced. See if you can lift your knuckles higher and then lift your sit bones, lift your butt higher. Weight slightly forward in your feet, little or big bend in your knees. Take one more in breath. Exhale, hands to your low back, release your clasp, let your arms hang for a moment, give them a little shake out if it would feel good. On an inhalation, find a spinal extension. So realign through your spine, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands and begin to crawl forward. So plank position, top of a push-up. And then pause. So once you're in your plank pose, just pause there, really find your strength. Make sure you're spreading your fingers wide, push the ground away. Start to take little baby rocks forward and back. So just like you're sawing through wood with your body. Good, you guys. Navel to the spine. Breathe into your back body, especially. Next time you inhale, find that little rock forward. You can come to your knees if you'd like to modify. Exhale, lower just halfway down. So chaturanga, hold, strong arms, strong belly. Inhale, push back up, high plank. And then one more time, exhale, that little rock forward, lower halfway. Strong through your belly, don't let it sink. Inhale, push back up, high plank. Slow as you can go, all the way down. Nice job, you guys. Good, Amber. Spiderman Cobra. So bring your hands out nice and wide. You can move your blocks out of the way if you need to. Up on your fingertips, elbows face the sky. Lift your heart, breathe in. Exhale, take a twist to your right. Dip your left shoulder down. Inhale through center. Lift your heart. Press down through your pelvis. Exhale, other side, twist. Good, you guys. Go one more time each direction, just at your own time and pace. So no rush. Feel into your shoulder girdle. Feel into your spinal column. Feel into your front body, back body, side bodies. Nice, Jen. And then eventually, you'll come back to center. You can hold there as long as you'd like. Feel that opening through your front body. And then when you are ready, however you'd like to get there, downward facing dog, just transition intentionally. Stay connected to your breath. Nice job, friends. So about 5 rounds in your down dog. Feel free to bring in any movement that calls to you. So if you want to even lift one leg and then the other, come forward to plank, press back to down dog a couple times. If you'd like to turn it into a turbo dog, that's always an option. So all you would do is bend your elbows a lot and squeeze them in towards each other. So it's almost like a dolphin pose, but your forearms are just hovering above the ground. Keep lifting from your center. Stay connected. So feel that invisible rope pulling up, tugging back. Yes, feel your breath. Awesome, Cam. Take one more great big inhale. See if you can lift your butt a little higher, lengthen your side bodies a little more. This time, exhale, gaze forward, step, tiptoe, or hop. Forward, fold, top of your mat. With your inhalation, find your spinal extension nice and long. Exhale, bow and fold. Root through your feet. Take it all the way to stand. Inhale, arms to the sky. Big full body stretch. Hands to heart center. Exhale. All right. Inhale, arms reach up. And then just add a little baby back bend this time. So as you exhale, cactus your arms. Squeeze the bottom tips of your shoulder blades. Lift your heart. Puff up your chest. Inhale, re-extend your arms. Neutralize your spine. Reach. And then exhale takes you all the way back down. Follow your breath. Breathe in. Halfway lift. How much length can you create? Exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your mat. Take your vinyasa however you would like. So if you want to add a couple push-ups, if you want to take it on your knees, if you want to skip it completely. Thanks, Kate. Always up to you. Just awareness, mindfulness, presence, wherever you choose to go. Good, Amber. Your breath is right there. It's guiding you. Good job, friends. All right. From your dog pose, next time you breathe in, take your right leg to the sky. And go ahead today, do whatever feels good. So keep your hips square if you want to, but if it would feel good to open your hip, if it would feel good to take some circles with your right knee or your right leg, even just circle out your ankle, go for it. So explore your three-legged dog in your own way, even if that means just being still, closing your eyes, breathing deeply, feeling into it. Yes, good. Take one more inhale and just stretch your right leg up really long, lengthen out. As you exhale, right knee to your nose. So curl in, hollow out your belly. Stay here, breathe in, push the ground away and see if you can lift higher through your waistline. As you exhale, step your right foot through low lunge. Okay, now grab hold of your blocks. I like mine on the highest setting, framing your front foot. If you don't have blocks at home, you can just have your hands on the ground or use water bottles or books. That was for our zoomies. All right, inhale, bring your back knee towards the ground. It can touch the ground gently if you'd like. Lift your heart. And then as you exhale, lift your hips, work your front leg towards straight. So pull your right butt cheek up and back, nose towards your knee, forehead towards your shin. Inhale, come back into that low lunge. So back knee kisses the ground, heart lifts up. And then exhale, lift your hips high, pull your right butt cheek up, 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 back, back, back. Forehead towards shin, nose towards your knee. Continue back and forth, moving at your own pace a few more times. So inhale, low lunge, exhale, extended pyramid. Working through your legs, use your breath. Nice job, you guys. Take about 2 more rounds, so 2 more times back and forth. We're not trying to speed through this. We're using every single breath to get as deep as we can into that posture. We're warming up through our legs, so let it happen. Breathe into it. Next time you come forward into your low lunge, we're gonna set up for crescent. So back leg, instead of your back knee coming down, unless you're modifying, back knee is lifted, back leg is strong, front knee right over your ankle, and then rise up. So strong, high crescent lunge. Thanks, Amber. Pull your right hip back, your left hip forward. So imagine you're trying to plug the femur bones into your hip sockets. Draw your belly button in and up. And then as you draw your belly button in, see if you can lengthen your spine more, lift your heart more. Beautiful, friends. Take one more inhale, reach up, maybe gaze up. And then as you exhale, you choose, you can either bring your hands to your blocks or to your front thigh, lean forward, and we're gonna float our back foot off the ground. So just a warrior 3 variation. If you are using your blocks, walk them forward a little bit so they're right under your shoulders now. So pausing here, hands on your blocks or hands on your front thigh, square off your hips. So make sure your left hip faces the ground. Back leg is strong, lengthen through your spine, draw your belly button in and up. Now, maybe add some arms. So one or maybe both arms reach forward, maybe out to the sides, your choice, your fullest expression. Nice. Take one more round. Give it everything you've got. End of your exhale, back to crescent lunge. So as slowly and softly as you can. Left toe step back, arms reach up. Breathe in. Nice work. Exhale, bring your hands to the ground. And then walk your hands all the way over to the left side of your yoga mat. Parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. Inhale to a halfway lift position. Pause here for a moment and maybe try adding some arms. So root through your feet, your butt reaches back, top of your head reaches forward. Arms can go out to the sides, or you might even try warrior three arms. Both arms reach forward, biceps next to your ears. Don't let your spine round. One more great big huge inhale. Beautiful. Exhale, let it go. Wide-legged fold. Anywhere you want to take it. So about 5 rounds of breath. Either work your fold with your breath or explore your own way. You know, whatever there is to feel, notice whatever there is to notice. Nice work, my friends. All right, next time you breathe in, let's come back to that halfway lift position. Fingertips just on the ground this time. And then exhale, walk your hands to the top of your mat, rotate your toes to look forward, standing splits. So if you want to use your blocks under your hands again, you're more than welcome to. Otherwise, hands on the ground or fingertips on the ground, left leg to the sky. So think of it as just a one-legged forward fold. Yes, very good. Stay where you're at, or if you want to play with your balance, maybe right arm behind your right leg, hand behind ankle, forearm behind calf, elbow behind knee. Draw up from your center, from your belly button. Feel that navel to spine connection. Soften through your face. Unclench your jaw. Good work, friends. Take one more great big huge inhale. See if you can lift your left leg a little higher. Spread your toes. Exhale, forward fold. Step your left foot down at the top of your mat. You can give your right leg a little shake out. You can pedal out your heels. Good. Next time you breathe in, halfway lift. So lengthen, realign. Exhale, fold, bow. Now listen, chair pose. So weight in your heels, bend your knees, sit your butt back, and then arms to the sky. So heart is lifted rather than gazing down at the ground and heart looking down at the ground. See if you can gaze forward, lift your heart. So squeeze the bottom tips of your shoulder blades, feel your back muscles engage. And then are you still connected to your center? Feel your navel draw towards your spine. See if you can sit just a tiny bit lower, weight in your heels. So butt is going back. Take one more in breath. As you exhale, chair plane or drinking bird, swing your arms back. Option to float up to your tiptoes for drinking bird. If you're on your tiptoes, all of a sudden now, you have more range of motion in your legs. See if you can bend your knees a little bit more, get a little lower in your legs. Keep your heart lifted. One more round. Nice, Jen. Good, Cam. Inhale, high mountain. Option to stay on your tiptoes if you want a balance challenge. All the way up as tall as you can grow. Maybe stay on your tiptoes as you dive down. It's helpful to bend your knees. Stick your butt out behind you. Forward fold. Heels on the ground as you breathe in, spinal extension. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back, vinyasa, however you would like. Slow, deep breaths. Nice work, you guys. All right, from your dog pose, next time you inhale, left leg back and up. So go ahead, anything that calls to you on this side, you can keep your hips square, you can keep your left leg straight, strong, powerful. Or if you want to, maybe you open up your hip, bend your knee, circle your left knee, roll out your left ankle. Stay connected to your center, so make sure you're not sinking into your outer right hip. Keep pressing down through both hands, through all 10 fingertips. Draw up from your center. One more inhale, stretch your left leg really long, make it strong, powerful. Exhale, left knee to your nose. So round your back. Good, Christina. Stay here, breathe in, push the ground away. See if you can round through your mid back. Exhale, step your left foot forward, low lunge. And then grab hold of your blocks, bring them to frame your front foot. Highest setting is what I prefer. You choose what works best for you. You don't want to use blocks. Your hands can always be on the ground if that's accessible for you. Okay, back knee comes down gently. Heart lifts up on an in-breath. And then as you exhale, hips lift, straighten your front leg. Pull your left butt cheek up, 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 and press the top of your left thigh back, forehead towards your shin, nose towards your knee. Go back and forth through those two postures. Your feet shouldn't need to move in between the two, so make sure you have a nice wide stance. Keep your hips square and try to stay balanced on the ball of your back foot so your back foot is even strong. Yes, inhale, lift your heart, back knee kisses the ground, and exhale, work your front leg as straight as you can, lift your left butt cheek as high as you can. Move with your breath. So getting everything possible out of each pose, out of each breath, not just speeding through it mindlessly. That's the yoga. Take one more round back and forth. And then next time you come towards your lunge, we'll set up for crescent. So rather than back knee coming down, unless you want to modify, that's fine. Back knee is lifted, back leg is strong, front knee over front ankle. Rise up, super strong through your legs, super stable. So that stability comes from pulling front hip back, back hip forward, plugging in, hugging towards midline. Yes. Thanks, Christina. Good, Kate. So think of your bottom half, your lower body as your foundation, your structure, your strength. And then your upper body is your expression of the pose, your unique expression. Lift your heart, maybe spread your fingers. I've been trying to smile a little more in my practice. So maybe try smiling, even if it feels weird. Take one more inhale, gaze up. And then exhale, hands to your blocks or hands to your front thigh, lean forward. And then we're gonna come into our warrior three balance. So if you're using blocks, move them forward a bit so they're under your shoulders. Back leg parallel to the ground, spine parallel to the ground, hips square. So first, find your alignment, find your strong structure, your strong foundation. And then when you're ready, see if you can add maybe one arm, maybe both arms, your own variation, arms out to the sides, arms back or arms forward will be most intense. Nice, Jen. One more round. Big, spacious, full body breath. We'll land back in crescent lunge, so as soft as you can, right toes to the back of your mat, arms to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the ground. Walk your hands over to your right side, the long edge. Parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. Take a halfway lift. And just like when we were in warrior three, spine long, navel to spine connection. See if you can add some arms. So out to the sides, maybe your warrior three arms, practice them here. If you can't do them here, there's no way you're gonna do them balancing on one foot. So this is a great place to try it out. Spine really long, see if you can feel your back muscles hugging around it. Take one more big inhale. Good, awesome, Kathy. Exhale, let it go. Anywhere you wanna take it on this side. Move around or just be still, slow, deep breaths. So if your breath gets really fast or speeds up at any time, that's fine, but come back, slow it down. See if you can make your exhales last a little bit longer than your inhales. We're breathing deeply, we're more rooted in our bodies. Use your breath, connecting each exhale. So at the end of each exhale, you feel that navel to spine connection. You feel that emptiness. You feel that deepest part of yourself. Next time, so take one last breath here. And then next time you breathe in, come back to your halfway lift. This time your fingertips are just gonna stay on the ground. So bend your knees if necessary. And then walk your hands forward, rotate your toes forward. Moving into our standing splits, left foot roots, right leg floats up. If your blocks would be helpful, feel free to use them. Otherwise, hands or fingertips on the ground. If you want to, left arm behind left leg, play with your balance, hand behind ankle, forearm behind calf, elbow behind knee, and you use that. So you press arm into leg, leg back into arm, and then see if you can get your upper body closer to your left leg. Awesome job, you guys. Couple more rounds. Feel your connection to center. That invisible rope is pulling up on your belly button. Soften your face, unclench your jaw. One last inhale. Can you lift your right leg a millimeter higher? Spread your toes. Good, Amber. Exhale, right foot comes down next to left, forward fold. You can give your left leg a little shake out if it would feel nice. If your blocks are going to be in your way, now is a great time to just set them off to the sides. With your next inhalation, find a halfway lift position. Realign your spine. And then exhale, let it go. Fold. Press into your feet. Lead with your heart all the way to stand. Inhale, stretch your arms up, gaze up, open through the fronts of your hips. Exhale, hands to your heart. We're going to flow with breath. Inhale, arms to the sky, stretch tall. Add your baby back bend as you exhale. Cactus your arms. Squeeze the bottom tips of your shoulder blades. Lift your heart. Inhale, re-extend, realign. So neutralize your pelvis, your spine. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Slow dive all the way down. No rush. Breathe in, lift halfway. Nice, Christina. Spinal extension. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Keep that exhale going if you can. Chaturanga, lower down. Inhale, heart lifts. Beautiful, Jen. Exhale, hips lift, down dog. Great big inhale, right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Beautiful. Use your core as soft as you can. Exhale, right foot steps through, low lunge. We're going straight into our crescent. So rise with your in-breath, crescent lunge, arms to the sky, gaze up. Exhale, hands to your blocks or hands to your front thigh. You choose, prepare to balance. And then as you breathe in, float your back foot off the ground. We're gonna hold here as you exhale, option to add some arms. Good work, friends. And then inhale brings you back to crescent lunge. Soft landing if possible, arms to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands to the ground. Walk them all the way over to the left side of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten out both legs. Halfway lift, maybe fly your arms out to the sides or reach them forward. Exhale, let it go. Crown towards the ground, butt towards the sky, navel towards your spine. Empty out, work your fold. Breathe in, back to your halfway lift, fingertips on the ground. Exhale, walk your hands forward, rotate your toes forward, so back to low lunge. And then with your in-breath, standing splits. Float your left leg super high. You can take a handstand hop if you want. Exhale, left foot steps down next to right, forward fold. Breathe in, spinal extension, lots of length. And exhale, fold, bow. Chair pose, weight in your heels, bend your knees, sit back, lift your heart, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, chair plane or drinking bird. So arms swing back, maybe float to tiptoes. Stay on your tiptoes if you'd like. High mountain all the way up as tall as you can grow. Maybe stay on your tiptoes as you take your slow swan dive down. Forward fold. Yes, good work, you guys. Spinal extension, heels on the ground, nice and long. Exhale, plant your hands, step or float back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lift your hips. Nice, Amber. All right, inhale, left leg to the sky, three-legged. Now use your exhale, use your strong core, step your left foot through, low lunge. Nice, Kate. As you breathe in, rise up to crescent. Arms to the sky, strong through your legs. Exhale, hands to your blocks or hands to your front thigh. Get ready for your balance. Draw your belly button in and up. And then breathe in, back leg launches off the ground. Warrior 3 variation. Hold here. As you exhale, add your arms. Inhale brings you back to crescent, soft landing, right toe step back, arms reach, gaze up. Exhale, hands come down, and right away, walk them all the way over to the right long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten your legs. Good, Christina. Halfway lift. Add some arms if you want. Beautiful, friends. Exhale, fold, let it go. Empty out, crown towards the ground, sit bones towards the sky. Halfway lift, fingertips on the ground this time. Bend your knees if necessary. And then exhale, walk your hands forward, rotate your toes forward. Standing splits, breathe in, float your right leg high. You can take a hop if you want. Exhale, forward fold, step down. Halfway lift, inhale, lots of length. Exhale, bow, let it go. Root through your feet, lead with your heart all the way to stand. Inhale, try to touch the ceiling with your fingertips. Hands to your heart. Exhale, we're going through that one more time, just like a moving meditation. Follow your breath, reach up, inhale. Baby back bend, cactus your arms, squeeze the bottom tips of your shoulder blades, puff up through your heart, hug in with your inner thighs. Inhale, re-extend. Slow swan dive. So stick your butt out, reach your heart forward all the way down. Relax your neck at the bottom. Breathe in, Ardha Uttanasana. How much length can you create? Exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your yoga mat, chaturanga. Try to keep that exhale going as you lower down. Awesome job, Cam. Inhale, heart lift. Exhale, hips lift. Nice work, friends. All right, listen carefully. Inhale your right leg high. You're welcome to hold here or exhale, right knee, left elbow. So a little twist, use your obliques. Inhale, right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Stay here or right knee, right elbow or armpit. So get as high as you can on your arm. Yes, inhale, back up. Nice, Christina, stretch it out. Exhale, knee to your nose, and then step forward softly. So everybody, low lunge. Rise up, crescent lunge, arms to the sky, strong through your legs. Breathe in. Exhale, hands to your blocks or hands to your front thigh. Prepare for your balance. Navel to spine connection. And then inhale, launch off your back foot, warrior 3 variation. Stay for your exhale. Add your arms. Slow, mindful movement. Breathe in, back to crescent lunge, soft landing. Arms to the sky, gaze up. Exhale, hands come down. Walk them all the way over to the left long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten your legs. Halfway lift. Add some arms if you'd like. Breathe in, lots of length in every direction. Exhale, work your fold. So all the way to empty, crown towards the ground, sit bones towards the sky, navel to spine. Inhale, halfway lift. Keep your fingertips down. And then as you exhale, crawl your hands forward, rotate your toes forward. Inhale, standing splits, float your left leg to the sky. Now listen, friends, pause here in standing splits. We're gonna open up into a half moon. So if you wanna grab your block, bring it under your right hand to left hip, and then start to peel your left hip open so it stacks on top of right. Back leg strong and powerful. See if you can let your heart open towards the left side of the room. Yes, left arm to the sky if it's not there already. So back leg strong, like you're trying to stomp it onto the back wall, maybe even lift it a little higher. Yes, reach through your left fingertips like you're trying to touch the sky. Take one more inhale. You guys look so good. Nice, Kate. Exhale, forward fold. So nice and easy. Step your left foot down next to right. Inhale, halfway lift. Realign back to our flow. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, chair pose. Weight in your heels, sit your butt back, lift your heart, reach up. Stay in your legs, chair plane or drinking bird. So arms swing back, option to float up to tiptoes for a balance challenge. Yes, inhale, high mountain. Stay on your tiptoes if you want a really big balance challenge. Reach as high as you can. Possibly stay on your tiptoes one last time. Dive down, forward fold. Beautiful, friends. Halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, hands plant, feet back, chaturanga, or you can always skip it. Inhale into your back bend, your heart opener. Nice work, and down dog as you exhale. Inhale, left leg to the sky, stretch and lengthen. You can hang out here, or exhale, left knee, right elbow. Use your obliques, get that twist. Good, inhale, three-legged dog, left leg high. Stay here, or left to left, as high as you can get on your left arm. Good, awesome, Kathy. Inhale, three-legged, stretch it out. And then knee to your nose, step through, everybody, low lunge. Breathe in, high crescent lunge, strong through your legs, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, hands to your blocks or to your front thigh, you choose. So lean forward, draw navel to spine, and then back foot floats up, warrior three variation. Inhale. Stay for your exhale, and that's where you add your arms. Feel your navel draw towards your spine even more, that connection to center. Yes, awesome. Crescent lunge, soft landing. Step back, reach up, gaze up. And exhale, hands to the ground. Walk them over to the right side, the long edge. Parallel your feet, straighten your legs. Inhale, halfway lift, maybe add your arms. Exhale, work your fold. Crown towards the ground, butt towards the sky, navel to spine, all the way to empty. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips down. And exhale, walk your hands forward, rotate your toes forward. Standing splits, breathe in, right leg floats high. Now pause, moving into half moon. So feel free to use a block under your left hand to right hip, and then start to peel your right hip open so it stacks on top of left. Back leg is strong and powerful, like you're trying to stomp your back foot on the wall. Yes, heart is open, hips are open. And then breathe into all the little spaces. Nice work, you guys. See if you can lift your back leg a little higher. One more inhale. And then nice and easy. Right foot comes down next to left, forward fold. This time we're going to take a pause here. So you can give your left leg a little shake out, or kind of move your hips, pedal out your heels. Bring your big toes to touch, little gap in between your heels. And then tuck and curl, tiny little potato bug ball. So butt towards the ground, nose towards your knees. And you can either leave your hands on the ground to kind of help with balance, or maybe you wrap your arms around your shins and give yourself a great big squeeze. Get as small as you can as you exhale. Breathe into your back body, your back ribs. Nice work, friends. Take one more great big breath. As you inhale, let's meet back in a halfway lift position. So heels on the ground, spine parallel to the earth. And then exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. Pause in your plank. Lower down, one arm at a time, forearm plank. So come down to your forearms. Keep your core strong as you transition. Nice. So draw your belly button in and up. Back of your neck is long, gaze is down. Your elbows should be no wider than your shoulders. Forearms parallel, palms face down, fingers spread wide. Press down especially into thumbs and index. If you want to modify, you can interlace your fingers instead. Now, like that invisible rope is starting to tug up on your belly button. Walk your toes towards your elbows. Lift your hips towards the sky. Come into dolphin. Don't let your elbows drift apart. Don't let your head touch the ground. Keep pressing down firmly into the belly of your forearms. Stay where you're at, or take your right leg to the sky. 2 breaths with your right leg lifted. Use your leg to take weight out of your upper body. So it's like you're rooting up through your right foot. After you've taken your 2 breaths with your right leg lifted, switch it up. Right foot comes down, left leg lifts. If you're holding in your regular dolphin, perfect, be there. Feel that connection to center. Everybody soften your face, unclench your jaw. Maybe even try the littlest smile. Take one last round. You guys are awesome. Let it all come down. So knees down, sit back and rest. Child's pose. If embryo pose or hero's pose or even just laying on your belly sounds better to you, totally fine with me. So just give yourself a moment to relax. Slow down very intentionally. Maybe take a couple open mouth sighs. Just feel all of the energy moving through you. In your next couple of rounds, downward facing dog. All right, so Ujjayi breath. Use your breath now as your second wind. So your body is getting tired, your muscles are getting fatigued, but your breath, it's so powerful, it's so strong. Next time you breathe in, take your right leg to the sky. And then everybody, intentionally this time, peel your right hip open. So bend your right knee goes out to the right and then up. So imagine your right hip joint is a hinge of a door. Your right leg is the door. It's just swinging open. So try not to shift through your hands or your shoulders. Hug in with your left inner thigh. Lift from your center. Take one more inhale. Great place to stay, or option to flip your dog. Right foot comes down behind you, maybe just your right tiptoes for wild thing, and then right arm forward. So if both feet are flat on the ground, we call that flip dog. If you're on your right tiptoes and the outer edge of your left foot, wild thing. Both are perfect. It's just a different posture. So what feels better? Take one more breath, your fullest expression. Thanks, Kate. And then let's bring it back. Everybody meet in a 3-legged down dog with your right leg extended and your hips square. So see if you can feel the difference. Hips square, hips open. Take one more big in breath. Stay here, lengthen. And then as you exhale, step your right foot to the top of your yoga mat, low lunge. Grab your blocks, and then you're going to bring them to the same place, framing your front foot. We're gonna step our back foot in, so pyramid stance. Your back foot steps in about a foot or so. So you want both feet flat, and I personally like my feet on 2 train tracks, all 10 toes facing forward. If you prefer, you can have your feet on a balance beam, your back foot at about a 30-degree angle. The intention is to square off our hips, so whatever helps you do that more. Inhale to a halfway lift position with your hands on your blocks. And then while you have got your hands on your blocks, while you've got your spine long, bend your front knee intentionally. So bend it a lot. Now I want you to really, really slowly re-straighten it by lifting your right butt cheek up and pressing back through the very, very top of your right thigh. So it's like somebody's got a rope now attached to your right butt cheek and they're trying to pull straight up towards the sky. Yes. So feel the difference. Hopefully you feel just a little more engagement in the front of your right leg, your quad. Take one more inhale, lengthen, pull your right butt cheek back, lift it up, and then exhale, work into your fold. You can use your blocks or set them off to the side. Bring your hands to the ground if it's available to you. Big, deep breaths, working the length in your front hamstring, the back of your right leg. So send your breath there. Forehead towards shin, nose towards your knee. Stay rooted through the inner and outer edge of both feet, especially your front foot. I have a tendency to want to roll onto the outer edge. So stay rooted through the inner. Find your own imbalances. Yours might be different than mine. Take about 2 more rounds. Use your exhale. So every time you exhale, forehead towards shin, nose toward knee, navel towards spine, just a little bit deeper. Nice work, you guys. All right, come back to a halfway lift position. So I'm gonna say grab your blocks again, and then take your blocks with you. Walk your hands with your blocks underneath them forward. Come back into our warrior 3 variation with your hands on your blocks. So you can use your blocks, you can put some weight on them. Back leg is extended, spine is long. Your spine and your back leg are parallel to the ground. We're moving into a twist now. So revolved half moon. I like to bring my right hand to my right hip and stick my thumb in that crease between my leg and my upper body and literally just push my right leg back. So imagine you're trying to pull your right hip towards the back wall, squeeze your inner thighs and then twist. Eventually your right arm reaches up. Yes. Power through your back leg. Squeeze through your inner thighs. Reach up with your right fingertips and see if you can open through the right side of your heart. Take one more great big huge round. End of your exhale, listen carefully, unwind, low lunge. So step your left foot to the back of your mat. Bring your back knee down gently. You can double up the side of your mat if you want. You can either go for half splits, or if full splits is in your practice or you've been working on it, you're welcome to explore that. Both poses, keep your hips square. Keep pulling your right hip back. Keep the femur bone plugged into the socket. So we never want to just exploit the flexibility in our joints. We never want to sink into our joints. We always want to stretch the muscle. Nice, Kate. Good. So allow yourself to feel deep sensations. Send your breath to it. Front foot is active. Flex your toes. See if you can be here for about 2 or 3 more rounds. Nice, Cam. Right hip pulls back. Right femur bone plugs into the socket. Soften your face. If you're working towards full splits, it's not the most easy pose to come out of, but we're gonna try as gracefully as possible to come back into a low lunge position. So use your blocks, use anything that's helpful. Back to a low lunge. From your low lunge, listen here. You've got your back knee down. You're gonna take your right leg back, 3-legged tabletop. And then from 3-legged tabletop, pivot on your left knee. So your left foot comes out like a little kickstand, right arm to the sky. Modified side plank. Yes. Press your hips forward so your butt's not sticking out. And then reach your right arm forward, lengthen your right thigh. Yes, stay here, or final option, bend your right knee, reach back, grab hold of your foot. Kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot, spread your toes. Try not to kick your foot up, kick your foot back, and then turn your heart to look up. Yes, nice, Jen. Take one more great, big, huge breath, your fullest expression. Give it everything you've got. End of your exhale, slow release. Come back to hands and knees. All right, from hands and knees now, you're going to extend your left leg out to the left, toes face forward. So your heel should be straight out from your hip. Take your right arm out to the right, maybe reach it up, breathe in. Exhale, thread your right arm underneath you. Reach, 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 and then come down to rest outside of your shoulder, outside of your head. If it is available to you, there's a bind if you want to try it. Peace fingers around your left big toe. If it's too much, or if it just doesn't feel like you're getting benefit from it, then don't do it. Slow, spacious breaths into your back body. Nice, you guys. See if you can stay here. So we all have our good days and our bad days on our mat. Can you just be with whatever it is that you're feeling? Just sitting with yourself, meeting yourself where you're at, whether it's good or bad, comfortable or uncomfortable. Can you just be present? Can you just stay in your body, stay with your breath, stay in this moment? Take 2 more. Soften through your face, unclench your jaw. If you do happen to have your left hand lifted, bring your left palm back to the ground. And then next time you inhale, unthread your right arm, reach it all the way up, 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 up. And then right hand comes down. Pick up your left foot, swing your left tiptoes off the right side of your yoga mat as far as you can, and then pull your hips to the left, gaze back over your right shoulder, stretch through your left side. I like to bend my elbows a little bit, especially my inside elbow. So you can play around with that, maybe round your spine a little or arch your spine a little. One more breath. End of your exhale, tabletop, back to downward facing dog. All right, Ujjayi breath, my friends. Use it as your second wind. Next time you inhale, take your left leg to the sky. Slowly, intentionally peel your left hip open. So bend your knee, just like the hinge of a door, your left hip, let your left leg swing open. So left hip stacks on top of right, squeeze your outer left butt cheek. Active through your left foot. Take one more inhale, press through your hands to see if you can lift your left knee higher. Stay here or flip your dog. So both feet flat or left tiptoes to the ground, outer edge of your right foot on the ground. That's your wild thing. So what do you want to take today? What feels more beneficial in your body? Maybe a little bit of both. Oh, heart forward, hips lift. Try to get any flexion, any bend out of the front of your hips. Take one more great big round of breath. Awesome, Cam. End of your exhale, beautiful Kathy. Come back, three-legged down dog, square off your hips. So see if you can feel the difference. Left leg now, straight up, straight back. Take one more in-breath to lengthen. Nice work. Exhale, step your left foot to the top of your yoga mat. And then come into your pyramid stance. Grab your blocks. So back foot steps forward a bit, both feet flat, either feet on two train tracks, all 10 toes face forward, or feet on a balance beam, little angle in your back foot. Halfway lift position, so use your blocks. Feel that your spine is nice and long. It's parallel to the ground. Bring an intentional bend into your front knee for a minute. And then really, really slowly, with so much awareness, start to straighten your left leg by lifting your left butt cheek up and pushing back through the very, very top of your left thigh. So right up by that crease in your hip, you want to push back. See if you can even feel the front of your thigh, your quad muscle turn on, those little tiny muscles around your left knee turn on, stabilizing. Now, whenever you're ready, on an exhalation, work into your fold. As you fold, keep lifting your left butt cheek up. Keep pushing the top of your left thigh back. You can use your blocks under your hands or you can set them off to the sides. Big breaths to work this posture. Each exhale, forehead towards your shin, nose towards your knee, navel towards your spine. So really, you can hold this pose and nothing's really happening if you're not paying attention and if you're not giving it your breath. Probably not much is changing inside your body, or you can hold this pose and use your breath, use your awareness, create more space. Feel into it, soften around it. Last couple of rounds, you guys are awesome. Good work. End of your next exhale. So dive as deep as you can, get everything you can out of it. And then let's come back to a halfway lift. I would very much encourage you to grab your blocks and then walk your hands forward with your blocks underneath them. Float your back leg up. So coming into a balance, warrior three, hands on your blocks or at home on your water bottles. All right, right hand stays down, left hand to left hip. Make sure you've got that back leg strong, spine parallel to the ground, back leg parallel to the ground, hips square. Push your left hip back. So like you're trying to drag your left hip towards the back wall, squeeze your inner thighs and start to twist towards the left. Eventually, nice Amber, your left arm can reach up. Keep your back leg strong. Keep squeezing through your inner thighs. Twist, twist, twist. As you exhale, use that strength in your belly. Twist. Take one last round. You've got it. End of your exhale, nice job. Bring your hands back to your blocks and step your left foot your right foot all the way back, low lunge. And then back knee comes down gently, either half splits, half Hanumanasana, or if you want to work with your full splits, go for it. Really pay attention as you move into your splits or even your half splits that you're not pushing your left heel forward, you're energetically pulling it back. Flex through your left toes. Make sure you can breathe slow, steady, fluid breaths. Good. So it's crazy because it looks exactly the same, but there is such a big difference of energetically trying to pull your left hip back, trying to pull your left heel back, rather than pushing your left heel forward and letting your hips come out of alignment. So only you can feel that. Breathe. Take about 2 or 3 more. Soften the places you can soften. Really nice, you guys. So teach your body, even when you're uncomfortable, you can still relax. You can still be calm. You don't have to go into fight or flight. Take one last round, your fullest expression. And then I know it's not the easiest to come out of, but slowly start to find your way back to a low lunge position. So once you're in your low lunge, you're using your blocks, you can set them to the side. Your back knee is still on the ground. And then you're gonna take your left leg back, 3-legged tabletop. From 3-legged tabletop, we'll go straight into our modified side plank. So pivot on your right knee, right foot comes out like a little kickstand, left arm to the sky. Press your hips towards the windows rather than sticking your butt out behind you. Reach your left arm towards the front wall, bicep next to your ear, lengthen through your left side. Nice work, friends. Take one more big inhale here. Stay if you'd like, or final option, bind, bend your left knee, reach back, grab hold of your left foot, kick and pull. Rather than your foot going up, which I know is so much easier, try to kick your foot back. If I can, press your heart or turn your heart up, press your hips forward. Nice, take one last round, your fullest expression, soften around it. End of your exhale, let it go, hands and knees. All right, from your hands and your knees, right leg extends out to the right, toes face forward. Make sure your heel comes straight out from your hip, and then left arm out to the left, up to the sky if you can, breathe in. Exhale, thread your left arm through. So reach as far as you can, then come down to rest outside of your shoulder, outside of your head gently. If it's available to you, peace fingers can grab hold of your right big toe. If your right foot just stays on the ground, then see if you can keep your toes facing forward and really root down through your foot. You can even use it as a little bit of leverage to work that twist through your spine. Nice, Jen. Big, spacious breath. About 2 or 3 more. If you do happen to have your right hand lifted, bring it back to the ground. Next time you inhale, unthread your left arm. Reach it all the way up as high as you can. Open up through the left side of your chest, left side of your heart, and then left hand to the ground. Pick up your right foot now. Swing your right tiptoes all the way off the left side of your mat as far as you can reach. And then pull your hips towards the right as you gaze back to the left. Maybe bend your elbows, one or both. Maybe round a little bit, arch a little bit. Take one more great big breath. End of your exhalation, tabletop position. And then back to downward facing dog. This is your last down dog, so just give yourself a moment to stretch. Feel into all that space you have created throughout our practice. One more big inhale. And as you exhale, gaze forward, empty out, step or hop to or through your hands. Come down into a seat. And then just find your way all the way down onto your back. Once you're on your back, take your arms overhead and extend your legs forward. And for just a moment, rest in this position, just relaxing as much as you can. So not actively stretching, not adjusting any part of your body, but just letting your body relax in this position as much as possible. So arms overhead, legs forward. If your elbows need to bend a lot, that's fine. Breathe into the space between each little vertebra in your spine. Take one more inhale, and as you do, actively reach through fingers and toes. So get as long as you can. Now exhale, draw your right knee in towards your belly. Bring your hands to grab hold of your right shin. If that's too much, you can grab the back of your thigh instead. And then give your right knee a big squeeze towards your right armpit, in and up. Take a big Buddha belly breath. And then release your grip, supine spinal twist. So right arm reaches out to the right, scoot your hips over to the right side of your mat just a bit. Roll onto your left side body. Gaze up or over your right shoulder. Shoulders square towards the sky. Breathe. End of your next exhale, roll back onto your spine, back to center. And then kind of adjust your hips so they're straight down from your shoulders. See if you can find a half happy baby with your right leg. So left leg is still extended. Right knee to the outside of your right rib, sole of your right foot faces the sky. Pull down with your arm, press up through your heel, flex your toes. Good, nice, Kate. Really neutral spine, and imagine there's a heavy sandbag on top of your left thigh. One more breath. And then release your right leg, take it out next to your left leg, arms overhead, another full body stretch. So actively reach through fingers, reach through toes, get long, breathe in. Exhale, bend your left knee, draw it in towards your belly, hands around the front of your shin or the back of your thigh, and then squeeze your knee in and up. Big Buddha belly breath as you squeeze. And when you're ready, transition into your supine spinal twist on your other side. So left arm out to the left. Adjust your hips as needed. So I always like to kind of scoop mine over towards the left edge. See if you can feel your belly expand and contract. So keep your breath powerful, strong, just a little bit longer. So even as you start to relax more, as you start to give more of your weight to the ground, your breath is still there. It's still powerful, strong, slow, steady, even smooth. And then I'll leave it up to you when you feel pretty even on both sides. Find your way back to center and give yourself that half happy baby with your left leg. And then if you want to turn it into a full happy baby, feel free. You guys are, this side of the room is my hardcore yogis. They're the only ones that lasted. And my zoomies over there. All right, from happy baby, my friends, you're just going to find your way slowly into your own shavasana, your own final relaxation. So if there are any last little poses, little stretches you want to take, feel free. And then just start your transition into your final resting pose. And I have a reading for you. It's by Jeff Foster. This is called Ascension. I love it. I love Jeff Foster the most because he talks about awareness, enlightenment, consciousness, all that stuff that we hear about all the time. But he also talks about just being deeply human and not losing our connection to our humanness. It's impossible for us to walk around all the time without thinking one bad thought or judging one thing. We're human. This is our human experience. So I think the balance between the two is so important. And sometimes that's where we get lost. So, ascension, awakening, enlightenment, higher and higher levels of consciousness, seeking the light, becoming the light, being the light, going beyond the light, receiving transmission, getting transmission, sitting at the feet of the guru, excitement, burning incense, reading spiritual books, chanting, meditating, doing yoga, liberating the inner child, getting there, discovering the true self, transcending the ego, going beyond mind, ascending, descending, ascending again, opening chakras, attaining unimaginable powers, miracles, inexplicable feats, mysterious happenings, insight upon insight, being human, non-human, transhuman, meta-human, going beyond duality, going beyond duality. Who goes beyond? Who is I? Who is the self? Who sees? Who asks? Stop, friend. Breathe. Your elderly father's hand brushes against yours as you walk together through the park, never to be repeated. A moment. Contact. Be here, it whispers. You get this only once. Be here. So letting go of trying to arrive anywhere at all and allowing yourself to just fully be present, to be here. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Just slowly bring gentle movement back into your body. As you feel ready, no rush. Roll to either side, fetal position. So take a pause, just resting on your side body, breathing into your back body, and just letting anything that came through for you in your practice today kind of settle inside of you. I like to visualize just little tiny pieces of stardust twinkling into all the little spaces and then disappearing. And keeping your body as relaxed as possible, find your way up into seated meditation. So right back where we began, right back where we started our practice. And then with your eyes closed, gather your hands to your heart. And bow your head to your heart. Acknowledge yourself for being here this morning, showing up on your mat, becoming more present, more aware, connecting to a deeper part of yourself. Thank you for letting me guide you. Namaste. Yeah, you guys badass yogis over here. And over here on the Zooms. We have a lot of Zoomies today. Thanks, guys. Love you guys. Love you, Case, my lover in Colorado. And Mom and Kelly. Thanks, everyone.
WBB.